So a lot of you have been requesting my chicken adobo recipe. So here I am. I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it instead, and that way you guys can follow along on video instead of on a piece of paper or an email. So let's begin. Hi guys, so I'm just gonna go over some of the ingredients that I use for chicken adobo. First of all, I use chicken. I usually go for the organic chicken because it has a better taste, and this is about 2 pounds of chicken here. I also use about half an onion, about 6 cloves of garlic, about 2 tablespoons of chopped ginger. I use curcuma and soy sauce. I usually like Aloha brand, but they don't really have that here in Germany, but this will do. I use about, let's see, for 2 pounds, I'm going to use 1 cup of soy sauce, 1 cup of white vinegar, about 3 bay leaves, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 2 teaspoons paprika, and the seasoned salt is to clean the chicken, and about 3 cups of water, and I boil that all in a pot. So one thing I forgot to mention is that with chicken adobo, I usually use jasmine rice, just because I like the flavor and the texture of it. You can use the regular Calrose rice, or basmati rice is good too, but whatever your taste is. So right now I'm chopping up the all the ingredients. Usually I just chop it up into tiny pieces. I just use, let's see here. A vegetable peeler to shave the ginger. And then once the ginger is peeled, then I chop it up also into little pieces. Same thing with the garlic. So here's the finished product. As you can see, I chopped it up pretty small here. Once you have that done, then you start cleaning the chicken. So what I do when I clean the chicken is I make sure all the feathers are off, because sometimes the companies, they don't do a good job of taking out all the extra feathers on the chicken wings here. So what I do is I sprinkle it with seasoned salt, and I start running water over it and taking out all that extra stuff they forgot to take out, like the feathers and whatnot. So another step that I do is I boil the chicken first before I add all the ingredients in, and that's to just take out all the extra fat that comes off when you boil the chicken. And the seasoned salt is also in there in the chicken. That's why you see the water is kind of cloudy. This is how the chicken will look once you get the water boiling and all that white stuff comes up. Once that starts, then I take it off the heat and I drain all that out of the chicken. So I just added all the ingredients. I added the 3 cups of water, 1 cup of soy sauce, 1 cup of the white vinegar, and then the paprika, bay leaves, and pepper. And I put the stove on high get it to a boiling point, and I have a chicken adobo boiling for about 20 minutes. And after that, I put it on low and have it simmer for about 15 minutes. And once that's done, then your chicken adobo is ready to eat. Lastly, when you cook your rice, I suggest using a rice cooker. You can get a cheap rice cooker for about, I don't know, $20. They can be up to this size, or they can be a little bit smaller than here. They're not that expensive. Another thing that makes a difference with the rice is the type of rice you use. Once again, I like jasmine rice because there's a little bit more flavor than the rice that comes in boil in the bag rice. It's very plain tasting. The texture isn't that good, but if that's what you like, okay. But what I like taste, I like texture, so I get the more expensive brand, I guess. This is how your chicken should look like after about 12 minutes. You can see the water's boiling, and you should be able to smell the chicken adobo. It smells heavenly. This is how your rice should look after it's done cooking. I put about 4 scoops of rice in here, and then I fill it up to about 1/8 of an inch below the 4-cup water line in here. And that's because I like my rice a little bit on the drier side. But yeah, this is how your rice should look like. So here's the final product here after cooking about, I don't know, 45 minutes. And here's the chicken adobo with rice. You're supposed to eat the sauce with the rice, gives it flavor. But as for the side dishes, sometimes I use green beans or peas. It's up to you if you want, what type of vegetable you want to use with this. But this is the chicken adobo with rice. Alright guys, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoy my recipe.